Welcome to Bangusa Inc.
Spit about it. Throw your hands up. Everyone's talking about how much guns they got. Everyone's talking about how much they keep it real. And everyone's talking about how many niggas they kill. But I wanna know how everybody's a gangster. Where's the snitches at? Where's the bitches at? Where's the niggas that just can't take the pressure, man? Where's the set trippers, the fiends, and backstabbers? Cause I wanna know how everybody's a gangster. Going around, we can get it on. Listen, but if you tryna shine, the nigga I'd advise throw some glitter on. This nigga wrong, heard the flow. Third for show, bite the hand that feeds you, deserve to choke. But shit, I ain't mad, we could burn the smoke. Shit, I'm cool, I bought a noose, you could learn the ropes. I show you how you be a everybody, every day. And Blade the pump that never gave a fuck about them anyway. Any day, you might see me with the link when it's out 3. Truthfully, I give a fuck what they thinking about me. I don't know y'all niggas from a hole in the wall. Shit stain on soaking the drawers. I came knocking for the gang, nigga, open the door. Pain stopping at your brain when I'm holding the fall. 3 holes in his head, you can ball with the ball. And I know that you know that I know that you ain't sure if I got my cash up, Mag Tucker, if I'm just vulnerable. The ladder's not likely, dog, and I don't mind showing you. Pine cone you, letting God.
What? Salute. Welcome to Bangusa Sports. We are back for the WNBA draft. Yes, and Paige Bueckers, as we knew, would be the first one off the board. And yes. What's going on, everybody? How do you do? I am the Bangusa. This is Bangusa Sports, and it's been a while. And we are back tonight with the Bangusa Sports WNBA draft. Hold on. Yes. With the WNBA draft 2025. Watch and discuss episode. Bueckers inking an unrivaled deal on the eve of the WNBA draft. Big time business play there. Big pressure move for the WNBA. And we're going to talk about it. The art of the Bueckers deal and the draft. Number 1 pick. You already know how it is. Welcome back to Bangusa Sports. It's been a while. I am your host, the Bangusa, where sports meets storytelling and game speaks louder than words. On tonight's draft special, the art of the Bueckers deal and draft. Yes. We're tapping into the business behind the buckets. The buckets of Paige Bueckers. The buckets, Miss Buckets. PG Buckets. We got to give her a nickname. We'll get one. The blueprint behind the boardroom and the beauty of the league in its evolution right in front of your face. They thought it was over last year with the CC intro and the Angel Reese rivalry, and they thought, it's just getting started. Because Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collissier, if I screwed that up, I apologize. But those girls, man, I salute them. In the undrafted league, bringing that to fruition in its first year and putting that pressure up everywhere. And that excuse that they love to use. We haven't made. We're in the red. We can't give you no more. We can't give you no more money. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that, man. They put the pressure up with a deal like this. Brianna Stewart, Mrs. Collissier, Paige Bueckers, all owners in the Unrivaled League, already raising $27 million in its first season, having a successful season on TV. Yeah, NBA is in trouble. Because when you got superstar draft picks like this girl right here saying, I'm not going to the NBA, I'm going to work on my brand. Yeah, there's a problem. There's definitely a problem. You got Azzy Fudd that decided to do the same thing. Oh, man. But we got some big nights tonight we got some big nights for some stars in the league. They came through looking like fire. See them? They looking like fire. These ladies, these bosses, these CEOs, these presidents, these owners. Yeah, these players. They're doing something that I believe the men were scared to do. They went on the backs. They went on the backs of Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and grew it gradually. They had to take strikes too. Strikes that I believe Angel Reese bring up in the summer. And everybody was bashing on. The salaries are too low. They're not professional salaries. I'm sorry. $50,000, $75,000. These girls went to college to go to the pros. To only get $75,000, that is a non-competitive money. And y'all making billions. And your brother league is making quadruple billions. You know what I mean? Like 30 billion a year, 60 billion a year. Come on, man. Y'all gonna leave it on the players? Y'all gonna say, oh, but the men have been supporting the WNBA. Come on, cut it out. Cut it out. If they raised $27 million from sponsorships in one season, imagine what the WNBA could raise. If the NBA got behind them. Let's just imagine that. But the new age, these girls is coming with platforms over 1 million plus. They're bringing their platforms to the WNBA. This new day and this new age of basketball and keeping them controlled and not paying the women fairly, that's coming to an end. That's coming to an end. And the new blueprint might be in equity. The new thing might be in ownership. WNBA might get boxed out, but we ain't going to jump the bridge yet. We're not going to jump the bridge yet. But they better pay attention. Because this league right here, what it's done in its first season with active players, if y'all remember, Ice Cube and the Big Three tapped Clayton Clark last year, and it was too new. It was too, oh no. Will she do it? He offered her millions. I wonder if he would have offered her equity, what she would have thought about playing for the Big Three. I've noticed that the Unrivaled is not having the problems that the Big Three was having. That's what I'm noticing. They actually got supported. And they got active players. That's a big deal. That's a big, big fucking deal. Z2 salute. That's a big fucking deal, bro. Excuse my language. But yeah. So the first pick is off. Y'all knew Paige was going. She went to the Dallas. I think she went to the Dallas Wings. Yeah. Second pick is up. Let's see who they're going for.
In the 2025 WNBA draft, the Seattle Storm select Dominique Malunga from France.
Dominique Malunga. Yeah, salute to her. Congratulations to Paige Bueckers and Malunga for getting drafted. Yeah. From France, 6'6", got some skills. She gonna come to the league, and she should be a problem for the big girls in the league. There you go, Angel Reese. There's your competition. There's your competition.
Has the potential to be one of the greatest with what she is starting with. Think of her floor.
6'6". 15.4 a game, 10.3 rebounds per game, 1.4 blocks per game. That girl can play. They try to say she's the Wemby of the WNBA, coming out of France and all. But we'll see. She's not as tall as Wemby was. Goes up, hugs the commissioner, grabs her jersey. Yeah, salute. Salute. Malanga. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, where's the draft stuff? There we go. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see. We gotta get on the phone with Sir Charles, because I know he's the one that's watching it. So I wanted to come back and touch on some of these things tonight and give y'all some of the WNBA. I probably won't stay on the whole time. What's going on, Sir Charles? I'm sorry I missed your call. Yeah, we on USA Sports.
All right, I'm gonna be in the chat now.
All right. So that's Sir Charles. He'll be in the chat in a few. Malunga gets her selection.
I'm a multicultural person. I have a lot of people behind me, and I'm so proud to be here and to represent all of them. Shout out to my club, my former club, Tower Being Friends, French national team, and all the person that supports me from today.
I was lucky. I got to see in Paris at the Olympics for the French national team. You were the youngest player on that team at 19 years old.
This is great, man. I love to watch the drafts, and see that and receive that energy from the draft. I love to do that. Like, watching these kids reach their dreams, their lifelong dreams, and their accomplishments. It does something to my soul. What's that? Let's see Paige. Let's see Paige on her interview. Let's see Paige on her interview. Present. Share screen. Share that with you. And we do have to turn it up, I believe. Let's see.
Next question will come from the left toward the rear of the room in the blue.
Hey, Paige, Doug Feinberg, the AP. I'm sure you dreamed about this moment as a kid at some point. How does this compare in real life to what you would thought it would be like?
A lot faster than I thought, just going up there, getting the jersey. But super surreal, just like I've been talking about, just so grateful to be here. I don't want to take this for granted. I've been focusing a lot about being present and being where my feet are. So to be at this stage, to be here, to have a lot of my supporters here and people who've helped me get here, it just means everything to me.
We're going to stay in the center of the room toward the middle, in the back.
Maddie Penny right here with the New York Post. You were known to go number one this entire time, but still, when you actually hear your name called, what was going through your mind and the hugs that you had with AZ and Gino, what was that moment like?
Yeah.
Yeah, salute, Sir Charles. Welcome.
Sort of for this moment to be here, and it actually happened. It's nerve-wracking. You just have a level of excitement.
That's the
nervousness,
boss right
It's
there.
a bittersweet feeling knowing that my journey at UConn's over, but excited for the next one to begin. So
That's right. Next
and
chapter,
to
baby.
be able to share that moment with the people sitting at my table and also the people not sitting at my table, they played a huge role in it.
Feel like she gonna be bigger than CC.
happy
You
to
know
share
why? Because she won the
Stay in the center of the
chip.
room, row 2.
She won the chip and became the number 1 pick.
Congratulations on being
And she
drafted.
became the
I'm curious
boss
if you could take us
on the
through,
eve
you
her
know, the
deal.
draft conversation
She's gonna be a
with the
big
wing,
deal.
and what gives you
Shooting them
confidence that
threes.
this is going to
She's
be a
gonna be up
place
there
that
with
will allow you
Stephen,
to have a
man. I'm
successful
telling you, with
WNBA
CC
career?
and them. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Honestly, the conversations were brief, but just for them to know, or them to
All right,
know that I'm
we'll
coming
get
in
back to
and
that. We'll get back to that. The third pick is in. Sonia Cintron, picked by the Mystics. 14.1 a game. She reminds me of Caitlin Clark. Like the way her body build and all that. So, hold on, I gotta put her on the board though. Let's remove that real quick. What you think about that, Sir Charles? Cintron to the Mystics. Where's she at? Where's Cintron at? No, that's not her. I gotta go get her now. I thought I had her here, but I don't have her here, so I gotta go get her. Oh, I got her here. Look, this is why I said she look like Caitlin Clark. Tell me she don't look like Caitlin Clark. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta do better than that. Hold on. Salute. Gotta do better than that. Tell me she don't look like Caitlin Clark. She might be prettier than Caitlin Clark, but I don't no disrespect, but she got the long face, her head down. She got the same like almost outfit that Caitlin Clark had on. My bad. You good with it? You like that? What you think about Paige? We already knew Paige was going to be number 1. Bangusa's pants. You trolling me, Sir Charles? Ain't no future in your trolling. Salute to Shaka, boy. Ain't no future in your trolling over here, man. You know that, Sir Charles. I know that was a mistake. I'm just messing with you. Sonia Cintron to the Mystics. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the breakdown. This ain't just a draft. This is the moment. Let's begin with the centerpiece. Paige Bueckers goes number 1. NCAA champion, UConn legend, and a hooper's hooper. She's not just entering the league. She's altering the economics of it. Just hours before hearing her name at the podium, Bueckers signed a historic 3-year deal with the Unrivaled 3-on-3 offseason league. Her earnings reportedly more than her entire 4-year WNBA rookie contract. Let that breathe for a second. Because I started on fire this episode. But let that breathe. That's what I've been talking about. The W's. Current CBA puts her first year salary at about $78,831 over 4 years. $348K total to respectable, yes. but now it's outdated. $348,000 is a lot of money, yeah. That's how you feel, right? 3-year deal. That. Unrivaled, co-founded by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart. It's changing the math in year one. The league did this, $27 million in revenue, and it's giving women an opportunity to gain, never seen before. Real off-season money, equity, visibility, and style. It brings their platforms. If you already have a platform, if you're a college superstar, to a whole nother level. When you say NIL doesn't make a difference, I will scream at you. Have you seen the WNBAs? Have you seen the Unrivaled League? This is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning. And I know the old timers hate it. Paige's response, graceful but clear. It's the opportunity for women to have the opportunity to play in the offseason here in the United States and continue to make money, grow the game, and get exposure. It's super cool, something bigger than herself. She is already a great leader, bro. This isn't just making moves. She's making a model, subtle, smart, and strong. A business acumen, IQ. The admiration isn't hype. It's earned. The girl went through her little adversity, hurt herself, came back, worked hard, came back, and won a chip in her last year. Big deal. Paige is playing chess while most are still stretching in pregame. Checkers, anyone? Her rise follows the Caitlin Clark effect, a blaze that changed everything in real time just a season ago. Clark's rookie season turned Indiana into a spotlight machine, where Clark brings pressure and passion. The Buckets Bueckers brings poise and precision. The two different speed, same revolution, and beyond them, the talent pool runs deep. Anisha Morrow, who we've yet to hear called in the draft, dominated for LSU, leading the nation with 13.5 rebounds per game, tallying 30 double-doubles. Some question her height at 6'1" for a post. No one questions her motor. She's a tactical grinder and an unprecedented artist of the paint. Dominique Malengo, who goes second in the draft, brings a whole other dimension. At 6'6" with elite Euro Cup experience, she's already putting up 18.5 a game and 11 boards. Her tools, real deal. Her ceiling, unlimited, terrifying. And in a system like Seattle, which mentors like Nika, Agumike. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. I know who she is. She is the baller over there. Pair her up with Dominique, and Seattle got a squad. That's the kind of pairing that turns potentials into perennial all-stars. Yes. Then there's strategy on the sidelines. Olivia Miles and Azzy Fudd decides to stay in school. Both potential top draft picks in this season draft. But not because they couldn't go pro, but because they didn't have to. The NIL deals, healing time, and draft timing are a part of the modern game. Their patience, not passive, but strategic, business acumen to build their brand and continue to get better at their sport and their position before they enter the draft. It is a risk because injuries come and injuries go. But these ladies are showing patience, consistency, and game. Ultimate business game right here. Chicago, made a bold move during the offseason, flipping their 2026 first round of Minnesota for the number 11 pick this year. It's a short-term gamble for a long-term firepower. But that team lost some firepower in the offseason. And don't forget the Golden State Valkyries, the league's newest expansion squad, and the X Factor on tonight's board, Hedy Van Lith, a Euro sharpshooter. They got options, and the eyes of the entire basketball world is watching. The Mystics are rebuilding from the ground up with the first rounders. LA is quietly restocking while Cameron Brink rehabs. Indiana, meanwhile, is building Clark's queendom brick by brick. Maybe with a sneaky second rounder like Molly Davis, they get a shooter added to add with CC and make that team a beastie squad because they gained some valuable talent over there. And what makes this draft so special isn't just for the picks. It's the shift. The players aren't waiting for the system to catch up. They're building outside of it, around it, beyond it. Unrivaled Rise Proof product is here. The culture is there. The money is there. It's catching up fast in 1 year. Yeah. You like how I did that, right? The WNBA is at the crossroads. Evolve or get outpaced. Because the next generation of stars, they're not just hoopers to be controlled and jerked for their dollar and their likeness and their talent and their attributes, their likeness, none of that. They're architects, they're owners in the waiting, they're storytellers and strategists and CEOs in sneakers. So as the 2025 WNBA draft unfolds, we're just not watching talent rise. We're watching the power shift. We're witnessing it. This isn't just about who got picked. It's about who's building their league or leagues. Let's go. Stay tapped in. More live reaction podcasts throughout the week. Drops, player breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes sauce are coming soon. All right here on Bangus USA Sports, where the realest voices in sport keep it realer than ever. WNBA's future isn't approaching. It's here. And the players are running the point. Let's go. What's going on? And the last two picks, who did we get?
Got Kiki. Washington Mystics got Kiki Arifin.
Kiki Arifin. Oh, from USC?
And then
Mystics got Kiki.
Golden State Valkyries just drafted
and the Valkyries just drafted.
Washington.
You got Isaiah Shames that went. Justice Jakti from Lithuania. Yeah. So now, let's go. Let's go. So Charles, you like that breakdown? Did I leave anything out? Did I leave anything out? Get hype. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I don't play. I make sure I do my due diligence. And the sixth pick is in. Washington selects Georgia Amore, University of Kentucky. Let's see if I got a picture of her here. I may not. Let me see. I don't think I got her. Is that her? No, that's not her. That's not her. Let's go back to the Unrivaled. Let's go back to Miss Paige right here. Let's go back to her. Yeah, she could shoot. She definitely could shoot. She definitely could shoot. Dang, Kiki Arafin went number 4. Salute to Kiki, man. Great player, man. Like I ain't top on her at all. We knew that she was gonna be top 5, but she went 4. Like that's awesome.
Who were they trading?
Oh, she got drafted to the same team. Kiki got drafted too.
They all got drafted. Mystics had 3 first-round picks, top 5 picks.
Yo, how did
Russell Westbrook.
How did Mystics get all them draft picks in the early rounds? Like,
They had to make some trades. I don't know. I ain't hear about them trades.
oh, it was offseason. A lot of stuff happened last year, or during the offseason. A lot of
Mania.
All right, let's go back to some interviews. Let's see where we going. Where we going with the interviews? Oh, look at my girl interview right here.
You see on the court that you see that she's not on the court, and that's really what I want to, what impact I want to have in not only in this league but also in Europe and wherever I play. And I'm excited to play against everybody in this league. Today we know that it's most of the best player of the world, so I cannot say that I'm more excited for one another player. I just want to be there and
That's a squad over there. That's a squad over there, bro.
Our next players here. We're going to go
Going over there with Thomas and them, man.
Dominique, bonjour. Vincent Piala, le Parisien. Je voulais t'interroger sur les secondes qui ont suivi l'annonce de ton nom. Ce que tu as ressenti, on t'a vu te diriger vers ta maman, je crois, qui n'était pas à la table, puis revenir à la table. Voilà, est-ce que tu peux nous raconter ça? Can you tell us about the moments after you heard your name?
Yo, why is he talking to her in French, bro?
J'étais un peu stressé, j'avais un peu les mains qui tremblaient, mais après, une fois que mon nom
You want her to talk her French?
et je suis d'abord allé vers ma maman parce que, comme vous l'avez vu, elle n'était pas à la table parce que la règle, c'est que 4 personnes en plus de moi à la table, et ma famille, on est 5, et en fait, c'est elle qui a laissé sa place, vraiment qui a forcé pour laisser sa place, quoi. Donc en gros, je voulais que ce soit symbolique, que j'aille d'abord la voir elle pour vraiment montrer que c'est les personnes les plus importantes qui devaient être là finalement. Et voilà, c'est vraiment ce que je voulais montrer. Et puis ma famille, c'est tout pour moi. Ma famille, c'est grâce à eux que je suis là aujourd'hui, et c'est aussi pour eux que je fais ça. Donc c'était vraiment beaucoup d'émotions de pouvoir leur montrer ça aujourd'hui et les mettre en avant de cette manière.
My final question will be, can you share that one in English also, please?
So it was a lot of emotion when I heard my name. I was kind of stressed first, but the minute I heard it, it was better, of course. And I first went to my mom because she was not at the table, as you could see, because it's only 4 guests at the table, and so she let her place genuinely. So for me, it was symbolic to go to her first because she is one of the most important person of my life.
Yeah, I need some more. Get taken out of LSU by who?
Of course, my family, my dad, my brothers, and my sister, that everything to me.
Oh, they got
the
a
reason
squad.
They got
a squad.
Of every day. So
yo,
you could see that it was a lot of emotion.
I wanted to see where she was going, man. Hold up. Turn that down for a second. Salute to Anissa, man. Congratulations. Welcome to the WNBA. I wanted her to go join Angel Reese I wanted her to go right to her sister Pierce, and become rebound demons over there. But you know, Angel Reese got Cardoza and herself. They don't really need her. But man, listen, bro. Where's she at? I gotta get her right here. That girl needs tomorrow, man, right there. Take off. That's a Nisa Mara right there. Second most double-doubles in college history. Oh, look at her. She looks beautiful, bro. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I got a picture of her. She one on the left side right here. That's her. That's Navisa. She bad, like, ooh, all leather. Tell you, the girls coming in now, they beautiful, bro. Like, yeah, Chicago does need a point guard. They need a shooter as well. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they'll grab it at the 11th pick. It's coming up. We'll see. They lost a lot, man. A lot of people left them. And CC gained a lot. So in order for Angel Reese to be in a competitive situation, they're gonna have to really retool their squad. And they have to make themselves likable, man. A lot of people might be running from the chaos that's stemming from the competitiveness of Cardoza and Angel Reese. Even though Cardoza, she's quiet. Angel Reese says it all. But Cardoza be right there with her. You know what I mean? They the Twin Towers over there in Chicago, and they gotta put it down. Now they need people with heart to come join them. I know, and they should have made it, but that's them 2 early draft picks last year, though, that really got them in that position. Like, Cardoza and Angel Reese was big to join them, but they lost some players. Sonia Rivers come from NC State, drafted to Connecticut. Yo, how they getting all these girls, bruh? How they getting all these picks? Sanaya Rivers. I got a Sanaya. We just don't spell it like that. 11.9 a game, six rebounds, 3.8 assists a game. Those are decent numbers. Got the gold chain on, link chain on, red hair braided. Yeah, go get them, girls. I know they tried to get that girl from Australia after the USA games, after the Olympics, and she decided not to. She ain't trying to. She got cut from Sky, I think. So she was not coming back to Sky. Oh man, to see the father and the mother watching their baby girl get drafted is crazy. I know that's the crazy feeling right there. People don't know what it takes, the journey, the focus that it takes for parents and the children. You know what I mean? To get to where they need to get to, the focus, taking them to practice, make sure they fed right. They come home from practice, they be starving, they eat you out of house and home, bro. Like, as they growing and building, like, you understand what I'm saying? The focus, the money, the gas, the untiming, the inconvenience, man, yeah, you got to get past all of that if you see the big picture. You know what I mean? You got to get past all of that. You can't just give your kid to somebody and say, hey, go learn the sport. I know that's how they used to do it back in the day, but you need to really focus on your kid as an athlete. You need to feed his body the right way. You need to make sure they sleep in the right way. They stay on top of their grades. They stay out of trouble. They stay busy. They stay building themselves. They stay building their body. They taking the reps. They stretching. They do it. Man, there's so much that a parent need to be on point for their kid to get to this point. So when they get to this point, man, and they get to that level, and it's like a relief, like, you know what I mean? But it took so much to get there. And a lot of people come from nothing, like, you know what I mean? And they don't get to go to these, they don't have enough money to go to these expensive schools, so they got to get a scholarship. They got to get seen. Sometimes scouts ain't coming to these places, so how do you get your kids seen? You put them in the AAU, you put them here, you put them there, you put them everywhere. They get ranked. They're there. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to go all around the world for these tournaments, all around the nation. Like, plane tickets here, plane that. Like, yo, I salute every parent of an athlete. If you putting it in, I salute you, man, because it take a lot. You know what I mean? And that's why I realized as a father of two sport players, I realized what it took. It took a lot, man. It took a lot. And ain't no guarantees, you know what I mean? And those kids know that ain't no guarantees, and they still working their butts off. And then when they don't get selected, or they don't get ranked, or the scout don't come to see them, they are distraught. And how does a parent handle it? Build their kid up then and not let them fall down too far then. Like, so it's just so much about the draft that I respect about any sport. You know what I mean? For these kids to get to their dreams, and these girls now getting to their dreams and bringing their platforms, they're coming with their own worth. They coming with, it's like getting a record deal now. You can't get a record deal now. You better show them that you got your own platform. Your Instagram better be popping. Your YouTube better be popping. Your TikTok better be popping, or don't even come in here. We don't want to hear your demo if you ain't got that popping for you already. They not giving deals like that. Like, no, you got to come with your own worth. And these kids, they're building it from pre-high school. They're building it in Little League. They building it, you know what I'm saying? They understand this shit. And then they grow on these social media platforms. They grow their joints, and now they learning how to sell their joints. They learning how to sell themselves. You know what I mean? And that's important. The old timers just was trying to keep them relevant. But by keeping them relevant, they became little substars. Now, you do need the school or the pro team to make you official, but every one of these people probably can succeed right out of college, whether they succeed in the league or not, because they're already foundated, a lot of them. Now, they say, oh, don't listen to BANGUSASPORTS. He don't understand what he's talking about. That's only a small percentage of the players that's getting NIL, and the rest of the kids are not getting anything. And you understand what I'm saying? But again, it take hard work to get to them levels, man. And if you want it, you can get it. You just gotta work for it. You know what I mean? Take the sacrifices you gotta make to get what you want. You know what I mean? Person can shoot better than you. I think you better stay outside shooting until you can shoot better than them. Like, that's just how that's done. Like, you know what I mean? I just know that if the work is put in and the work is put in the right way, even coming from the communities I came from New York City, and there's a lot of stars in New York City, right? From the Rucker parts to West 4th Street, you get a lot of stars down here coming up in these leagues. And in my day, you know, you was a star on the Rucker Park. You gotta look. You may get a NBA tryout or whatever, right? But you always needed to go to a school, right? Recent guys, Lance Stevenson, all these guys, they went to little sub schools and got to the college, and then they got seen, and then they actually got to the league, right? So it's just rougher coming out of those communities. There's a lot of ball players, but people can't go to school, get good grades. That's a challenge for a lot of people from these communities. Because they didn't know how to read properly when they was in elementary school. They knew how to bounce a ball, but they didn't know how to read. Or maybe they didn't know how to add properly or subtract properly. You understand? And all that thinking is too hard. They're doers. Some people don't read books. Some people just do. They work good with their hands. They good with their attributes. You understand what I'm saying? So in this professional game, though, they was making it where you had to go through school. You had to learn etiquette. You had to learn how to be, what you can say on TV, what you can't. That's leaving now. These kids are coming in with their own stuff, like, you know what I mean? And I think a kid could get seen more on social media before he gets seen at a school, if he does his marketing right. You know what I mean? So we got another pick. Los Angeles up. 9th pick. Sarah Ashley Barker out of Alabama, 6 foot. She actually could play. She could shoot. She did good in the tournament. I think it was just her on the team that had the heart to do it, but they tried. Congratulations, Sarah Ashley Barker, 18.2 a night, 8th in the SEC, 51% field goal percentage, 6.3 rebounds, and 3.9 assists per game. She's ambidextrous. She could go left and right to the hole, create her own shot. She could shoot. She's a good player, man. She went top 10. That's wild. Number 9 overall. Out there they gonna tool up. She gonna get with Cameron Brink in them. Barker and Brink and Rickea Jackson. Uh-oh. Yo, the league is about to get so much more competitive. They ain't gonna be one dominant team anymore. Like, she said, my mom. Yeah, she tough though. She a tough little white girl. I don't know, man. I don't know where you be hiding these girls. She's a little tough one though. Damn, I don't have a picture of her. Let's see if we can find one. I can't find a picture, so I'll leave that one up. We're 49 minutes in. We only down to the 9th pick. I don't know how far I'm gonna go in. I'll try to stay as long as possible. Just to recap, Paige Bueckers to Davis.
50-50. You've played with and against some of the best. Like, who's a WNBA player you can't wait to compete with or prove yourself against?
To compete with, I mean, look at the team I was just selected on, right? I think, especially having that tie with Jade Melbourne, Aaliyah Edwards, a core that I've had experience with. I'm super excited to get there and, grow myself and my game, and then go out and put my best foot forward.
Georgia, front row to your left, Georgia.
Hi, Georgia. Pepper Percy with Dish with Pepper. Congratulations. You talked a lot about your relationship with Coach Brooks and how much he's meant to you. What advice has he given you that you're excited to use in your pro career?
Yeah, he's always told me to stop and smell the roses, not to get too ahead of yourself or live too far in the past, and just be super present with what's happening. And it helped me tonight, and it's going to help me going forward.
Georgia, third row in the center.
Two questions, Georgia. Your basketball IQ
Sky
and
on the
passing
spot.
ability is second to none. I wanted to know how much better do you feel like you could be on the next level? And I also wanted to ask, what part of your game do you feel like will surprise a lot of people?
Yeah, I mean, iron sharpens iron, right? When you get thrown into a situation like that, you either adapt or drown, right? Swim or drown. So I'm excited to go in and be challenged and mentally grow my game. Like, I know I have the capabilities. I know I have the confidence to do so. And so I'm so excited to do that. In a game, a part about me that, I don't know, might surprise people, I haven't feel like I've shown the ability to be that pesky, annoying defender. I think, just being a little bit conservative, knowing I had to be on the court during my times at Kentucky and Virginia Tech. I'm excited to kind of be able to go ahead and do that.
Georgia, toward the television in the center back.
Hey, Georgia, Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press.
Hold on, the pick is in. Hold on. They took 6'4" Slovenians Asla Sivka. Wow, I don't know how to feel about that. Top 10 pick. I don't know how to feel about that pick. Yeah, I really don't know how to feel about Chicago's pick. How you feel about that pick, Sir Charles? Oh, she's coming from the International European Championship MVP. She definitely got skills. She definitely can shoot. But I don't know how that's gonna mess with my girl Angel Reese and God knows, man. But this is their teammate, so. Points per game, 7 rebounds per game in the FIBA games. She got the FIBA championship and MVP. So she definitely could ball, man. She definitely could ball. I don't know that she coming off the bench, Sir Charles. Chicago they bring in an international player like a Luka. Think about that, right? They bring in Luka to a major city. They're not going to bring him off the bench. Like, you know what I mean? But we see. We definitely see. Crazy, man. Paige goes number 1 to the Wings. Fucking Paige, bro. They got another great white hope right there, boy. Got Deja Kelly looking sweet right there. Ooh, look at Deja Kelly, y'all. Look at Deja Kelly. I'm telling you, these ball players coming in, boy. These boy players coming in. Look at the boss right there. The boss. Everybody else playing checkers. She bossing up. She know where the camera is. Everything, boy. She bossing up. You can't win, so win. Paige, boy. They already got her at the top. Look at Izzy. She could have came out in the top in this draft, too. She said, nah, I'll let you go, Paige. I'll come next year. These are the first 5 right here. The first 5 right there for you. She's 6'4", so she might play the 3. I think they get another pick right now. Who they gonna follow that pick up with? Nobody else coming out of UConn this year, Sir Charles. Yeah, they got another pick right now.
What kind of things are you thinking about really watching Paige tonight as she's picked number 1 overall?
A lot of times it goes pretty smoothly. You know, you go in as a freshman, you play a little bit, you play a lot, you have success, you know, and you keep building on it. Somewhat uninterrupted.
You think they going for a point guard right now? Who's left? There's a few people left. It's a nice draft, man. You got Van Lift. Van Lift down there. That would be smart. Go get a point guard like that. Like,
so for it to end the way it ended, it's almost like perfect.
Chris McClinnis, the coach of the Dallas Wings, calls you and says, "What's the best piece of advice you could give me as I now embark on coaching Paige Bueckers? What would your advice be?"
Pretend that everything's okay.
this nigga said, pretend that everything's okay.
Challenge you, and you should challenge her. She's going to be a risk taker, and you're going to have to live with some of the risks because most times.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, just keep in mind she wants to know what you can do, and she'll spend more time with you. So.
Or they signed Courtney Vandersloot during the offseason, Sir Charles. Team needs an athletic playmaking stretch big. They have injuries, Cardosa and Elizabeth Williams. Ariel Atkins, key additions. Ariel Atkins, Kia Nurse, and Rebecca Allen. Kennedy Carter left. Free agent. Diamond Shields, Sonwick, Connecticut. So they did lose. Kennedy Carter gone. They got to replace that aggressiveness. Like, I think it was a mistake to let Kennedy Carter go. I think she got gone because she bullied on Caitlin Clark. Got that bad narrative. And that's not the first time she had an incident. Like, she be having incidents. So I think they just, after you mess with the future money of the league, they like, nah. You got to respect how it was. Yeah, she's a dog. She was definitely a dog, a good baller. I really liked her game. I just think that she couldn't harness control of herself. And I think they had the right coach, but after they changed the coach, you can't they're not gonna, all these other coaches ain't gonna take Kennedy Carter. She was too aggressive. I really like Anissa Morrow, but she went to Connecticut. That's gonna make them a beast. Then they followed it up with Sanaya Rivers. Like, so here they come. Pick is in.
In the 2025 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Haley Van Lith.
Yeah! Yeah, I told you. Haley Van Lith to the Chicago Sky. There you go. There go that point guard you needed. Yeah, she was too close to Angel Reese and like she liked the thugging. Like, she liked the thugging. They not supporting the thugging. Eddie Van Lith back with Angel Reese and now joining Cardoza and the team. They got their point guard, nigga. They straight. They said she was going to be a late first round pick. She went top 11. Booyah! Like, y'all crazy. You know Angel Reese is hype right now. Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Before the pick came in, I was like, I hope they pick Haley. Haley Van Lith. Let's go. Hold on. To my blue collar parents who bust their butt every day. Oh, she had to put that on record. Salute to Haley Van Lith. Congratulations. Oh, okay. I'm really excited for her getting back with Angel Reese. And look, she started smiling, man. Look. She started smiling, boy. The Liberty don't have a pick after they won a championship. Oh, that's bad. Now they gotta try to double up and work the system to get Get a little younger. They got a squad though. I ain't going front. Brianna Stewart and in that school, that's enough, bro. And they got more than that. Like, Jaquel Jones, Tasha Cloud. They got a squad, bro. I think Chi-Town came up. They came up. Erica Omawali team is on the clock. They had the first pick, too, so. Here come the Dallas Wings. Who they gonna get? Isaiah James from NC State. Uh-oh. Isaiah James. Yo, congratulations, Isaiah. Yeah, they have a fucking squad, man. Like, I don't believe it took them so long. How y'all feel about Audra Wilson's team now? She lost a lot of players. How y'all feel about her? I ain't seen them pick yet. Oh. So they get Paige and Isaiah James. That is beastie, though. That's crazy. Two aggressive players, like, you know what I mean? Come out the draft, you playing with the number one, height. She did it, yo. She did it. See them family members, man? See how that affect the family? They know the work because they helped her. They drove her. They, you know what I mean? They helped her with her moves. All of that, like 5'10", 17.9 a game, 45 from the field, 4.9 rebounds a game. She got to step that up, but she only 5'10", so 17.9 a game is good, man. Like, as a guard. Coming in behind Paige Bueckers already, scoring about the same. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, South Carolina. Who they got? Damn, they ain't have no picks either. Yeah, now the Valkyries about to come up and all of them. Yup. Atlanta Dream. I ain't see them with no first round picks either. Fever didn't have no first round picks either. They about to get a double though. 19 and 20. Sparks get back on the board too. Sparks is about tooling up too though. The Mystics got big this year. Connecticut got big this year. The Dallas Wings, of course, and they already had. I think Dallas got the best 3-point shooter in the league. Like, I think she shot better than Caitlin Clark, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Caitlin Carter at the end of the year. Like, already. So now you give her Paige Bueckers and this one right here. I know, but they just had 3 first round picks, bro. That's adding to them. Like, the Mystics just got big on everybody. That's what I mean. Like, they had to retool too. Like, and they retooled bigly. They had 3 first round picks. That's cheesy. Like, who they trading? Let's get back to what's going on with I wonder, I ain't hearing no interviews. I'm tell them they could go off. Oh yeah, here they go. It's my girl right here.
I feel like I've gotten this question a lot, but I'm looking forward to a matchup against Angel. That's my former teammate. Love her to death, but I know that it's going to be 2 dogs clashing on the
Caught
floor
Angel off the
and
top.
trying to go up in there and get as many rebounds as we possibly can.
Oh wow. She called Angel out. She trying to make her name off of Angel. They find out.
Congratulations,
Angel Reed, you gotta come in healthy, baby girl.
about the sacrifices your parents
That's
made.
why I
in that
wanted her
space
to
and
be
you go
with
so
Angel.
hard.
So
If you
yeah.
could tell them anything tonight, what would it be?
Hey.
I am 100% grateful for everything. That's the reason why I go out there and work every night. I feel like that's the only way that I could pay them back. I don't really know what other way that I can pay them back, but me just showing my gratitude for everything that they did. So when I step foot on the floor, either practice or in a game, I try to give it my all.
Anissa, all the way to the right, front row.
Congratulations, Anissa. This is Daniel Artest from the 9450. You're one of the most dominant rebounders I've ever seen in college basketball. What drives that relentlessness, and how do you keep that edge every night?
It's hard, honestly, especially being undersized, but you have to come in with a certain mindset. I set goals before every game of what I want to accomplish, and sometimes those goals might seem out of reach, but if I fall short of them, I still could have 25 and 20. So that's kind of my mindset when I go in there, is to be as dominant as I can from the tip, because I can't wait to the end of the game and try to rush and try to get rebounds, because I could have made impacts sooner that would have helped my team.
I want to go Zoom for a question. Jordan, if you would, please.
Hello, Jordan from Television Sports. First, I want to say congrats on getting drafted, Anissa. So you're going to head to Connecticut, where you get to play alongside Tina Charles. So I guess just talk about how excited are you to be learning the game from her and, improving your game?
Yes, she's a dog, double machine as well, and being able to be a sponge and learn as much about the league as she would be great. You have to come in, you have to learn from your vets and you're trying to get where they're at. So you have to be respectful, come up in there and be dominant on the floor, but also be able to go under their shoulder and ask them questions and learn.
All right. I hear it. Sounds good. Nafisa. And we just had a pick for the Las Vegas Aces, Aaliyah Nye from Alabama, 6 foot. Last season, 15.2, 45 from the field from three-point land. Led the SEC, 7th in the D1. So how y'all let the Aces get one of the best shooters of the season? They wild for that. They still had to replace. They had to replace my girl, right? Yeah, they had to replace my girl. So charge, I know. Man, listen. Oh, here go my girl. Let's hear what she's saying. Let's hear what she's saying.
I think the whole experience is something to treasure, honestly. The whole weekend, I felt absolutely blessed. I think the fact that my family is just here supporting me at the table and in the crowd means the world to me. Like I said already, they've sacrificed so much time, money, energy, and just the fact they're sitting here with me today, and the fact that I'm talking to you guys today is just so surreal. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
So now next question, all the way to your left in the third row.
So Nia Rivers, this is Rob McLean from Inside Pack Sports. If you don't mind, ma'am, just articulate what it is about NC State that led you to make that decision. And if you were to speak to someone about attending NC State, what would you suggest to them in that regard in terms of preparing you for this moment?
Yeah, you have to have a mental toughness to play at NC State. Coach Moore, very passionate. I said it all season. He's a tough coach to play for, but it's only because he cares and he recruits good people, and I feel like that's why he gave me a second chance to come in since I came from South Carolina. He recruits good people, only wants good people with him and to succeed, and he creates great players, and I'm just blessed that I had the opportunity to play for him. He's part of the reason that I'm here. So to girls that are looking for a program or have already committed to NC State, just stay the course, stay in the moment. If he's hard on you, it's just because he knows that you're capable and he just has high standards. So just keep going and maybe you'll end up where I'm sitting. That's the hope.
Okay. Yo, I just wanted to say this. Look at her. She got the red hair, the jewelry chain, the sleeve off, with the tattoo sleeve on. The eye, yo, she ain't got her own swag, man. She ain't popping right now. Oh, WNBA been popping. I feel you, baby. Welcome to the WNBA. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's go. Chicago Sky, man, they gonna have a better season this year. Thanks to putting the teammates back together again. They ain't put the other two back together, but they put these two back together, so that's what's important. I want to see where old girl go, where FloJo gonna end up going, huh? Is she coming out? Is FloJo coming out, or is she staying in for another year? Did she decide to stay? Is FloJo coming out? Sir Charles. Madison Scott to the Dallas. Damn, how many guards they gonna have, bro? Ole Miss, Madison Scott. Wow. Oh, all right. Flo staying for another year. I want to see where she go. You know she gotta try to go to Chi-Town. Put LSU back together. Oh no. I know. Yeah, draft gonna be packed next year. Fozzie and them gonna come out. Ozzy. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Got Choo coming out. Oh no. Hopefully Judah could win it. Cause she could come out like, oh girl, and be even a bigger deal. Y'all talking about this now. By giving this girl equity now, y'all just open the door. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's gonna be bigger and better stars that come out too. So you talking about bigger and better pieces and all that stuff I was talking about. Y'all look back in the beginning of my stream tonight. I'm gonna chop it up and I gotta learn how to put it out there. But yeah, man, I went in. I just feel like the WNBA don't realize the blueprint is being set and written for y'all. Or if it was a secret, it's no longer a secret. You better get with the program. These players, you got to think equity, marketability, think all of it. If you're not going to fund it completely and raise these girls, they're going to raise their own salaries. Now, you could think about trying to ban them from doing certain things, but you're going to be hurting your league. And when you hurt your league like that, careful what you ask for. That's all I'm saying. Because with Stewart, come on, man, the Minnesota Lynx, Kylie, Nafisa's doing, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. And there's going to be bigger and better stars coming to just continue what they got started. You know what I mean? And evolve what they got started. So where y'all talking about salaries, they talking about ownership. And you said, what, they only got, how many teams they got in the league? 13 to 15 teams. Talking about another, as these players get involved, another 5 to 6 teams coming up. Like, is the blueprint being written for the men who have way more money? When you say, oh, they can't do it, they can't fund it, none of these people are billionaires. You're just talking about an investment group of players who are already making money. See how they did it in the NFL was an owner can't be an active player. I think that's what they'll try to do, right? And that's going to hurt your league because these guys could go start one. And then you talking about their kids, the youth, the next generation, and all of those guys. Like, you don't understand what I'm saying? So watch out, y'all. This could be a deeper story. This could be a deeper story. And it'll all be revolutionized by these women here. And I just want them to get their proper shine right now. And I want Ice Cube to get his shine. Now everybody want to think big business and think around them. Partnerships. Think partnerships. Work with. Add to the dream. Build on the dream. Build on the idea. Build on the... Stop trying to be better. You know what I mean? But salute to Unrivaled and Big Three. And they said they have a 5-on-5 league out there that's going to blow up too. I expect that to blow up. Like, wait till they start merge. Who gonna be the first one to merge women and female playing together? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm a troublemaker. Welcome to Bay USA Sports. And I am back. Bengals is back. And you know I had to come with some flame and some controversy and throw some ideas out there for y'all to steal and run with and use on your content. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it. I know y'all there. I love it though. Let's do it. Give me an invite on the show, and I'll explain myself even in more depth. Yeah. Yeah. Sir Charles, they think we don't see them. We see them. We see them. They want us to see them. Sir Charles, who was the first one to start a show called Shits and Giggles for Shits and Giggles? Spits and Dribbles for Shits and Giggles. Who was the first one to do that? Oh, yeah. I see a lot of mainstream people doing that. You know what I mean? I see a lot of mainstream organized media stealing titles and clickbaiting. But, you know, it worked both ways. So, yeah. Spits and Dribbles for Shits and Giggles. Let's do it. But salute to Bangin' Aces, live and direct sport commentary. But this is Bang USA Sports, and we do all sports. Anything that's popping, man. All sports media, controversy, all of that. Football, basketball, hockey. I almost came on for the Masters. Salute to Rory yesterday for winning the Masters. But I like that energy, you know, that Bang Time USA, that Bengals Sports universal language type stuff, like everything fun, everything banging, everything popping, everything, you understand? Like my girl said, WNBA been popping. We doing WNBA today. We do hockey. We do Olympics, track, swimming. Michael Phelps swimming. We'll do whatever's popping. If it's popping, you talking about it, we doing it, and we do it live. But we do videos, we do articles, we do tweets, threads, all of it. Y'all stay tuned, because I got a lot on my mind. You know, what I have been gone, but I've been watching what's going on, and you know, there was a couple of weeks ago there was controversy. Everybody mad at LeBron now, but that's, you know, that's regular NBA. We'll talk about it. You stay tuned. But we on WNBA, and Paige Bueckers up there, #1 draft pick. Yeah, she doing big things, and she turned the conversation into something different today. And I want to salute her for that. And you welcome on Bang USA Sports anytime. 5-minute interview, 10-minute interview, whatever. You're welcome to come say whatever you want, market whatever you want, because I salute you, Paige. Nafisa, Brianna Stewart, I salute y'all. Y'all ladies right there. Y'all doing something different, and I love it. Y'all empowering each other. That is what people need to do with each other, what businesses need to do with each other. You know what I mean? That is amazing, and it's been overdue, long overdue, and it's about time. All right, Cheyenne Sellers goes to the Valkyries, University of Maryland. Cheyenne Sellers, hello, a family, friends. Thought she wasn't getting selected. She was scared. Come on, man. You can't be scared with those numbers. AP All-American, you knew you was getting selected. 6'2". She had the knee injury. That's why she was scared. 3-time first team All Big Ten. You crazy as ever. Like 3-time? Oh no, you don't be scared, honey. You gonna put in the work. 3-time? Let's see what my girl's saying over here.
Someone like her one day.
I want to hop over to Zoom for a second in Chicago. Jason, go ahead.
Hi, Aisha. Jason Leisure with the Chicago Sun-Times. What do you know about the Sky and the roster playing with Angel Reese and the rest of their team?
So I played with Marina in Skio, and I know she was going to Sky that year. So she also gave me a shirt. I have one already. But yeah, like I'm just really excited to play with all these great players, like Angel Reese, of course. Yeah, like can't wait to start.
Cardoza, Angel Reese, Slavia, Van Lith.
Slightly to your right.
That four right there is deep, and the rest of them is even more.
WNBA fans know about you
They
that
might
doesn't
be
show up
ready.
on your stat sheet? And second question is, what do you think will translate mostly? What part of your game will translate the most in the W?
For sure, like the experience that I have, like playing in Europe. On college, you really play like against people your age, or maybe like with 2-3 years of difference. But there, I have so many like players that are maybe 16 years older than me. So I think these experiences can like really make a transition easier for me.
Also, last row, slightly to the right.
How are you? Gabe Zoda from Sideline Sports Network. Congratulations on tonight. Just you talk about the advantage of playing from internationally, coming over to the United States. There's been this whole wave of international players now coming to the United States and being part of this amazing league. Just what does that mean that more teams are looking more towards international players to really be a part of this great league?
I'm so glad it's like this because, it shows that we really work well in Europe. Especially, I think, like these Balkan countries like Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, we really have like the talent and this old school, like the tough basketball that we play.
The
So
tough
like I'm really glad
basketball we play.
people also in America get to see that now.
I want to switch to Zoom for a moment. I want to go to Shai. Shai, go ahead.
Hi.
It's just
Slovenia is a small country with lots of talented athletes in basketball, of course, with Luka Doncic, or cycling with Pogačar. Why do you think there's such a density of talented athletes in your country?
Honestly, I don't know. We're so like small. We have 2 million people, but really like our sport is amazing. Like no matter what sport, we have at least like someone that's great in it. And I'm just like really proud to be Slovenian.
I just want to stay with Zoom. I want to go to Brad. Brad, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm really proud to be Slovenian.
Yes, hi. I was wondering,
What?
as you were experiencing all the draft activities this weekend, how did you feel being in New York and just being around all your other draftees?
It's my first time in New York, so for sure it's a big thing for me. Just to be with
Tahina Pow gets selected for South Carolina. Stayed in Oceanside, California, well, family, but y'all just seen her in the Final Four get drafted. Shot 47% from the three-point line. Oh, wow. Tahina Pow. I know her family. Height, like, facts. Yeah, South Carolina. Where she went to South Carolina? So she's staying in the South? I don't know. I ain't know what team that was. I ain't see that they logo. I ain't know what their logo was. Born into a football family, the girl comes out and changes it to basketball. That's a wild story. Salute. Welcome to the WNBA. Tahina Papa. I know she went to South Carolina. I watched in the Final Four. I actually was pretty impressed with her shooting ability. Like, you know what I mean? And I was sleeping on her because I was looking at the rookie to do things, and she did more things than the rookie. You know, the rookie transferring, right? Like, she leaving. She can't take coach's style. She's supposed to be proud of her culture, man. Like, I don't be understanding people. Like, you come from a certain family, no matter what the coach is, you love your family. You only know what you know. Now you go out and you become on this team and you meet other people and you meet other coaches. They're getting adapted to you, you getting adapted to them. But you only know what you know. It ain't because I'm part of this school, I'm ashamed of my family. Like, that's crazy. Like, nah. You see it all in my face and my body. Like, I'm Samoan, but I'm playing basketball. Like, and we nice. Like, I'm the difference. You know what I mean? So I just think that for anybody's culture, like even the girls coming from overseas, like the Slovenian girl or the Lithuanian girl, like, they're supposed to be proud of their cultures, bro. Like, the France girl, the African girl. Like, come on, bro. Like, these people be nice. They be the anomaly for their culture. Like, bet you when these girls are shooting the basketball in the beginning, their fathers was like, nah, put that down. Like, go jump a rope or something. And they just pick the ball back up and then they start shooting better than the boys. It's like, oh shit. As a parent, you gotta recognize that, you gotta support that, you gotta build their confidence up. I remember back in the days when people was trying to be boxers, and it was like, that's certain people's sport. That boxing is certain people's sport. Like, it gotta call to you, like, cause not everybody got good chins, but they get fooled into it because they think they a good boxer. Like, they training with a champion. Like, so what? You training with a champion? You got a glass jaw. You might go down. Like, you sure you want to do this? You might just want to be a coach. Like, you know, man. But Bree Hall from South Carolina gets taken to the Indiana Fever. Let's go, Bree. Welcome to the WNBA. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Sanaya Fegan from South Carolina gets taken by the Sparks. Hold on, I gotta put her up because she was killing it. Like, I got her here. I thought I had her here. No, I ain't got her. There she go. She in the white right here. On this picture. She banging. Hold on. Hold on. That's not fair. 6'3". Started every game this year. Yeah, South Carolina. They took 3 South Carolina straight back to back to back. Bang, bang, bang. We splitting y'all up. Going in the crowd. She got three of her girls gone. Like, she beautiful, man. She another Sanaya. Like, I tell you, I got a Sanaya. She beautiful like that right there. Same complexion. Congratulations to Sanaya Fagan. Added to that LA Sparks dominance. Cameron Brink got a squad now. When she come back, she gonna be dominant this year. Watch. Her little 7-foot butt. She got a whole squad with her now. She don't have a problem finding an open man either. Like, I like Cameron Brink, bro. And she can shoot. Kia Jackson, better stay on top of it, baby girl. They coming. You got a squad over there. Wow. All right, let me see what they got going on here. Let's go. Oh, my girl is on.
want to continue to be an advocate as a pro if it is about mental health?
Yeah, I think that is something that I'm still figuring out. The first thing was to get drafted to a team. And before today, I didn't know if that was going to happen. So now that we know that that has happened, I can start to really address that. But I have been thinking about that. And I think I have a unique um, platform where I'm popular on social media, but I don't supply or I don't put myself out there as much as some others. And I think it provides me a new or a unique lane to be super authentic and connect with people. So I'm not really sure. My answer is I'm not really sure how that'll happen yet, but I'm a woman of God, and I think that God will make that path very known when it comes to time. So I have faith that however He needs me to touch people, He will provide the avenue for me to do that. And in college, that was through media and the NCAA tournament when all the eyes were on women's basketball. So I'm not sure what that looks like for me in the league, but I have faith that it'll happen.
Haley, thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Haley. Let's drop it down. All right. What just sent me, buddy? Yeah, there's a Seattle Storm. Yeah. Ryan Marshall from USC gets selected to Connecticut.
Third row.
Hey, Isaiah, what is it about NC State that you believe helped prepare you for this moment? And if you were to speak to others that were considering making the same decision, how would you address that?
The culture, it starts with the fans. They're not just fans; they're our family. Leading to our coaching staff, they push us day in, day out. Leading to the teammates and the players, that's the former players that come back to the games and teach us things, and the players that's on the team. The togetherness, the chemistry, the gelness that we play with each other on and off the court. For the future people that's looking at NC State, just go to a home game and just feel the energy and the love that we bring, and just see it for yourself.
Isaiah, we're going to go to front row all the way to your right.
Hey, how you doing? This is Chris from the Chris Gunther Show. Thank you for taking this quick time out. You're a player of a lot of edge, and that's something that has carried you to this point. What is it that you're going to also be able to take with you to the W, especially with everything that we know the W is looking forward to this year?
Just being that dog, just finding any keys that Dallas needs, and me putting that effort, for them. Just pushing myself, pushing my teammates, being that energetic rookie, motivating my vets, being that sponge, learning new information from my vets, and when my number is called, whenever it is, I'm being ready.
Next question, Isaiah. To your right, standing here.
How you doing? This is Daniel Artest from the 9450. You always been a killer on offense. Like, what's your personal mindset when you got the ball in your hands and that shot clock is winding down? How you expect to bring that to the WNBA?
Whenever that shot clock's running down, trying to find that bucket. If I can't find that bucket, finding that open teammate, whatever's getting the team a good bucket, and just keeping going.
Next question, all the way to the back, just to the right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right here to the front, Mike, to the right.
Hi, Isaiah. This is Brittany Wallace from the 9450. Can you please just talk about in this day and age of NIL and athletes like more noticeably, building their brands, how have you specifically adopted an entrepreneurial mindset for yourself, and how will you take that into the W with you?
Just watching the ones before me, just how they present themselves, and I feel like I can present myself the same way. I feel like my brand just shows a lot, and it tells you like I'm a dog. I feel like I surround myself with the embrace of my brother, with his passing. I feel like that inspired me to keep going. I feel like that's going to take me a long way.
Next question, all the way in the back to the right.
Isaiah, congratulations on tonight. Gabe Zoda, Sideline Sports Network. You talk about being a dog. You're joining a team in Dallas that has a couple of them with Dejanay, Melissa Smith, Arike on
Wait,
defense,
let
and
me
now Paige here.
understand
So
what you're
just talk
trying to
about
tell me.
how that group is really going to help you and how you can also help them.
Just having all dogs on the team, it's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to experience it. I can't wait for them, push me around, make me better. I just can't wait to just get all information from them.
All right, Isaiah, we're going to go to Zoom for a few folks from Carolina. We're going to start with Jaden. Jaden, go ahead.
Hey Zaza, when
Oh,
you look
try to
at
tell me
your career at NC State
that the France player
and
is done.
everything you've accomplished and now being on this stage, what would you say to first year, first day Isaiah?
Girl, it's a lot coming your way. A lot of doors gonna be closing, but more is gonna be opening. Stay patient, keep working. You're gonna get your turn, and the light's gonna shine on you one day.
All right, staying in Carolina, going to go to Noah. Noah, go ahead.
Hey Isaiah, NC State was the only
Serena Sundell just
first
got
round FT
drafted
picks.
finally.
What is that like to do
Way
it
down in the draft.
tonight, and what does it say just about what Coach Moore's been building in Raleigh?
It shows a lot. I love that girl to death. We call each other our twins, and we're sisters for life. I told her she's gonna be my flower girl at my wedding, and we just love each other so much. We work hard. We have ups and downs, and we have so much adversities coming towards us. And just to see both our names called in the first round, it just shows a lot. It shows a lot about Coach Moore's character, how he pushes us every day, and how he motivates us, and not only us but the rest of the team. So that shows a lot.
All right, staying on.
Good interview. What's going on here? Yeah. What they talk about in this picture? Man? What do you see going on in this picture? What's going on here? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what I'm missing. What I missed. They're going wild in the chat. What I missed with them too. What don't I know? I know what's going on here. Cheyenne Sellers went before Serena Sundell. That was wild. Yeah, these two together is gonna be crazy. These two right here, yo, these two together is gonna be crazy. Oh man, it's not fair. And they got DeJounte Carrington too. Like, they gonna go crazy. JJ Quinney goes to the Wings. How Georgia Amore gonna shoot on a bigger defender? They said the same thing about Stephen Curry, bro. He gonna get a shot off. shooters know how to shoot the ball, bro. Like, these two right here, they're gonna be crazy, right? So Charles, like that team just got so strong right now. Alvin Wale, she getting MVPs and all that. Now she can go for a chipper. Girls are like they too small for their clothes. Like, what's going on here? Let's go. She smashed. She smashed today. Her outfit is nice.
Your teammate performance with Katie Sarah actually had her told us a couple of months ago that you are the best shooter in the nation. Can you just speak to your reaction to that, and also just how would you describe having played with her this past season?
Yeah, my coaches, my teammates, my parents, my support system, they always say that I'm the best shooter in the nation, and I'm just so blessed to have a support system like them to just give me confidence. And Essay, she's just an amazing leader, an amazing teammate, an amazing person all around, and I just love playing with her. And I also was like, wait, how far is LA from Vegas? Because we're gonna be on the West Coast. So yeah, I'm just blessed to have her as a teammate and to have played with her for 3 years. She's an amazing person.
Next question, right in the center of the center.
Oh, there we go. Jacqueline Smiley asks, I'm just curious on how this very welcome emotion was like. Obviously, you came to cheer on your teammate, and then you get called. So, what was that moment like?
It's very nerve-wracking. I got very nervous. I'm excited, obviously, to be picked. I'm just very blessed. There's so many people that have supported me through this whole journey. So I was just very excited and also nervous at the same time.
Greg?
Go ahead, Matt.
Sorry about that. Congratulations, Leah. There's been a lot of great things that you and your teammates have done, but one of the common themes is that you guys never care about the individual accomplishments, and you all care about yourself and the team. Just kind of expand on that and what you can do to take that with you into the W.
Yeah, I mean, when you're coming into the W, you're playing with great players, so you're not going to get all the shine like you may have done in college. So I think just having that value to my team and my teammates is very important. We share the love, and all we care about is getting wins. So I think it'll just carry over to the W. And I just want to say thanks, Matthew, for covering this.
Caitlin Chang got taken from UConn. Okay. Okay, UConn.
We understand that
You know Gino gonna get his girls in there, man. Here's some big shots in the Final Four.
But who are you excited about facing up against the most that's going to really make you great?
I'm excited to play everyone. I mean, it's an amazing experience to be able to play in the W, and I'm just gonna work as hard as I can to go out there and compete every single day.
I want to go to Zoom to Mr.
Perfect with
Max's
the
and
answers.
Jackson.
You pronounced it
Not
right.
Brash.
Hey, Aaliyah, Jaisha from Top 100.9 has been covering you all season long. One thing I wanted to point out is you are now one of the 10th women coming through Alabama to ever be drafted. I just want to ask, what does it mean to be a part of that history and to be that 10th player?
I would just say Alabama is growing. The coaches, what they've done there these past 3 years that I've been here is amazing. They recruit people with good morals and just hard workers, and I'm just proud to represent Alabama. And I just hope that it continues to get more WNBA players that want to play at Alabama and just continue to grow Alabama as a program.
Anyone else? Aaliyah, this will be our last question, and it'll come from just to the right of the television, all the way in the back.
Aaliyah, congratulations. Gabe Zoda, Sideline Sports Network. Just talk about just on the basketball court. You're joining a team here with one of the best point guards that the league has ever seen, obviously, and also one of the best power forwards in Asia Wilson. Just you in your role, just how exciting is that? Just having that opportunity to maybe get a lot more open shots with that group.
Yeah, so having a point guard that can find you is really important, especially as a shooter. But I'm just excited to space the floor for Asia and get her more looks and other people. I know with my ability to shoot, people have to guard me and stay connected, and I think I space the floor really well. So even if I'm not getting those shots, I'm just excited to just help my teammates.
Aaliyah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I know that's coming. That's another show. Trying to get these women. So Dallas took Arnett Vonleh. Washington took Zay Green. Indiana took Yvonne Ejel. Jordan Hobbs went to Seattle. Hermione Turner went to Harvard. Went to Vegas. And I didn't see the last one, y'all. '37th pick. The Lynx take Aubrey Griffin. Big time out of UConn. Yeah. She played big in the final game, but they came up short. I mean, she played big with the girl. She goes last. Got drafted.
This year, Coach O was big on making joy our word because it's important that we have gratitude through it all. Like, things could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? And look at me, as much as, I doubted myself and as much as, I didn't always come out on top. God was with me through it all. And look where I'm sitting right now, and I'm so blessed and grateful to be here. So blessed to be, going to Dallas and just so happy to see what God has planned. And I'm playing, no matter what God has planned, I plan to do it all with joy.
Picked up.
Staying in the front row to your right, Matthew.
Salute to all of you, though.
How you doing, Chris? Chris Gunther Show.
Other Gino.
Love the ice.
Breathe. You got to breathe.
Just want to go ahead and bam that. What is it about playing in the W that you're looking forward to the most?
Competing against the best in the world. I'm a competitor. I love to compete, especially on that defensive end. It starts there. It gets me motivated, gets me juiced up, So I'm looking forward to competing against the best. These are legends that I watched growing up. these are people that I aspire to be like. These are people that I study and really idolize. So I'm just really excited to compete against the best, and may the chips fall where they fall. Sometimes they're gonna get me, sometimes I'll get them. I just want to compete at a high level and just grow and learn and just be the best that I can be.
Next two questions, Madison, will come from the last row to the right of the television set.
Hey, Madison, congratulations.
Thank you. Go ahead, Madison.
Sideline Sports Network. You talk about the effort you want to put on the defensive end. You're going to be with Dejanay Carrington, one of the better defenders in the league. Just talk about being able to learn from her, and just what those conversations are going to be like throughout this process.
Dejanay is absolutely amazing. She is that person that's gonna lock you up. She's gonna guard the best player, and she's been in the league. She has that experience. I cannot wait for training camp so I can be up under her, be a sponge, and just learn all there is to learn. Because one thing about me is I'm versatile. I'll be switching and I'll be guarding those guard positions that Dejanay guards. So any tips that she can give me, any knowledge that she can give me, I want it all because I want to be great, and I want to surround myself around people that want to be great as well. So it starts on the defensive end, and I'm excited to have those conversations with Dejanay and get all the tools and any knowledge that she has that will help me, grow and be the best that I can be this season.
Madison staying in the last row to the right of the television.
Yes.
How you doing, Madison?
Hi.
Congratulations, Kenny with NYLF TV. Well, you're one of 4 players from Ole Miss to leave with over 1,600 points, 1,000 rebounds. You have multiple defensive teams. Just talk about something that doesn't show up on the stat sheet that will just tell WNBA fans about yourself.
Leadership. My leadership, and one thing that I plan to show, let me start over. My leadership, but I want to make sure that I come in with that leadership even as a rookie. Of course, I want to come in and be a sponge and learn from all these vets and gain as much knowledge as possible, but I also want to still be.
Look at this girl. Look at this girl.
And I know that I can communicate at a high level. I know that I'm a great teammate. I know that I can encourage and bring people along with me. And I know that I'm also a great follower, so I know when I need to follow. So I think that's all makeups of what makes me a great leader. And of course, I'll continue to grow and get better. But I plan to come in and bring, that leadership. And that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. But I think my presence is big. And I'm going to be that energy ball. I'm going to come in with all that passion. I'm going to bring, anything that needs to be brought for our team to be successful. And I can't wait to showcase that as soon as I touch down to Dallas.
I want to move over to Zoom for a couple. We're going to go to both Dallas and Ole Miss. We're going to start with Robert in Dallas.
Thank you so much. And my question is just basically what are the intangibles that you're looking forward to bringing to this incredibly talented team, and what message do you have for the Dallas sports fans?
It's gonna start on the defensive end. I keep harping on that, but I've been, in the program for 5 years where our motto was dictate and disrupt. It's embedded in me. It's in my blood. To play defense at a high level. And when you look at our team with Paige and Isaiah and Enrique, and I can go down the list of all this power, great players.
Recharge. It's hype.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, look, I got the dope ass team.
Direct things that Dallas asked me to do to help the team, but I know that I can come in immediately and be a force on defense. You get what I'm saying? Around all these great players, and to to help them out. So again, that's what I plan on bringing.
Like,
I'm gonna be
great. Trying to let them know I ain't standing on top of nobody. I play with them.
Yeah, I'll learn and grow. My role will continue to expand. Sorry.
All right, we're going to jump to Ole Miss for a couple. We're going to go to Dalen and then Evie.
Short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet.
Manny here with the Little Walk. So excited for you and grateful to cover your career at Ole Miss over the last couple years. For you, you were able to sustain something that we don't see too often in college basketball anymore. Just staying at a school for the longevity that you stayed at Ole Miss. For this now moving forward point for you in Dallas, what are going to be your immediate goals when you touch down in the 214 and arrive with your new teammates in Dallas?
To work my butt off and to stick. I want to really stick on this team. I want to help this team be successful. I want to help this team have a great season. So I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. I'm going to work my butt off, not only in practice, but outside of practice. I'm going to be with those vets today, like we already talked about, and gain as much knowledge as possible. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm putting myself in the best opportunity, the best place to stick on this team, because I really want to help this team be successful. they believed in me, so I want to give them my all. So
UConn, South Carolina, all those teams got
on Zoom, Evie.
who in there,
We
bro.
got Caitlin Chen.
Mute myself here.
Hmm?
Okay.
Wow.
Congratulations, Maddie.
Thank
This is
you.
with the
Yes,
Riverwalk.com.
Ellen.
So excited for you.
I gotta get
Honestly, this is a basic question, but after all the years of work and blood and sweat and tears you put into basketball, can you just describe what that moment was like for you to hear your name called?
I'm just so blessed. That's why you saw those tears. I
Fooled
have
by
been
their
blessed to
beauty,
play this
man.
game at a high.
Be fooled by their beauty and they bust your ass on the court. These two right here. You get caught by their beauty, you're gonna get your ass bust on the court. You get cut up. Yeah, so the end of the draft has happened, y'all, and y'all already know. So let's recap the top 10, man. Let's recap the top 10. The art, the fire, the future. Presented right here on Bang USA Sports. By your boy Bangus Sports. Yeah. Hashtag WNBA. Yeah. Welcome back. Again. It is Bangus Sports. We tap into the heart of the game, the hustle behind the headlines, and the legacy being written live in front of us. The 2025 WNBA draft was nothing short of electric, less a selection show, a more statement, and today we break down the top 10 picks with your boy Bangus precision and healthy dose of admiration. Let's get into it with these ladies right here. You already know. Number 1 was Paige Bueckers to the Dallas Wings. You don't just draft Paige buckets. You invest in the movement. The UConn legend goes number 1 overall, and it feels both inevitable and groundbreaking. Groundbreaking. What sets her apart? Control, vision, ice in her veins. She knows where the camera is. She knows where the money is at. PG Buckets. Bueckers is not loud, but she does need to be. Her game speaks volumes. She's the Steph Curry of composure, slippery, surgical, and smarter than your scheme. Pair her with Arike and Erica. And oh wow, that nightmare fuse for opposing backcourts. Compare and contrast. While Caitlin Carr turned arenas in spotlights, Bueckers quietly builds dynasties, starting now in Dallas. And salute to her unrivaled achievements too. Number 2, Dominique Malenga, Seattle Storm. During the draft, I was getting texts that this girl could dunk the ball. The most international pick in this draft. Malunga, a 6'6" towel from France. Brings Euro polish and elite instincts. Her numbers overseas was ridiculous at 18.5 per game. 11 rebounds per game. Her wingspan that blocks out the sun. Yeah, she's tall. She's big. She's skinny. She's French. And she's beautiful. Welcome to the NBA. Seattle gets a future franchise cornerstone, a player who can dominate the paint and still run the floor like a guard. Think WNBA Rudy Gobert, baby. Nah, some say Wembanyama like. For the ladies, I don't know about that. Elena Del Don, maybe. Like, promise? I don't know. If Bueckers is a tactician, Malunga is the titan. But one dances, the other destroys. Yes. Bengals Sports. I am your host, Bengals. Headed to number 3, Kiki Arifin from Washington Mystics. Kiki doesn't just hoop. This girl can ball. She imposes her will. Coming out of Stanford, she's a mobile forward who scores, rebounds, guards multiple positions. Her footwork is polished and her mentality ruthless. In Washington, she walks into a rebuild, immediately becomes the face of the post. Clark Griner era of bigs. The Mystics didn't just get a draft pick or a player. They secured their engine to their team. Compare and contrast mode. Malunga is lengthier and finesse. Kiki is muscle and mindset. Both dominant differently from both places, but the domination is a must, man. Come on, domination is a must for both ladies. Let's go on to number 4, Sonia Citron to the Washington Mystics. Don't sleep on Sonia. Number 4, the Mystics double down on the IQ and versatility. Citron's game is clean, methodical, incredibly efficient. She can score from anywhere, all 3 levels of the game. Defends with tenacity. What makes her dangerous? She knows exactly who she's on the court with. She wastes no time. No wasted movement, no ego, just buckets. If Kiki brings fire, Sonya brings the ice. Washington, top picks are yin and the yang, and they just might flip this franchise. So they 2 picks in this draft just gave them balance. I told you, Sir Charles, the mixers went crazy. Anisha Morrow, my pick. I thought she was going to go top 3. Number 5, Golden State Valkyries. Nice start, though, Valkyries. Rebounding queen, hustle machine. Anisha Morrow is the heart and soul player every expansion team dreams of. The 30 double-doubles at LSU. She's a physical force at 6'1", who plays like a 6'6", undersized, maybe undervalued player. Not anymore. She brings the city to grit. The Golden State team looks to establish culture from day one. Can you say Draymond Green? Like, Bueckers is chess, Mara street ball. Both are equally beautiful, just played in different coaches, different styles of ball, right? But now you get to see them both on this level, on the major level. Let's go. She already calling out Angel Reese, her ex-teammate. She coming up, kill her in the post and all of that. So that was pretty impressive on draft night. She already calling out Angel Reese. All right, number 6, Cheyenne Sellers, Washington Mystics. 3 picks, 1 team. Washington's triple threat draft closes with Cheyenne Sellers. Damn, she gets added to what they already had. One of the most dynamic guards in class at 6'2", with handle on the court vision. She's a mismatch nightmare, a true combo guard who defends 1 through 3 and makes the right play over and over again. If Citron is the surgeon, Sellers is an improviser. Mystics aren't just stacking talent. They're curating chemistry now. Watch out. Told you they getting big. They getting big over there. Washington Mystics. Number 7, Aza Sifka to Connecticut Sun. Really? I thought we got her. Sleeper pick for the star upside. Sifka, hailing from Slovenia, is 6'3" wingspan who plays flair, fluidity, and fire. She can stretch the floor, create her own shot. Rare tools for her size. The Sun quietly picked a player who might become a two-way star once she adapts to the W's pace. Sifka is artistically brushstroke, Malunga sledgehammer, both international, both exciting, both uniquely different in tone. Let's go. In speed. Again, Connecticut Sun. Isaiah James. The Sun doubled down on aggression with James. Yes. Microwave scorer from the NC State. She plays with a chip on her shoulder. We just watched her on the interview. Confident and clutch. She couldn't stop talking. She couldn't stop talking. She's mad excited to get with those players. She wants to be great. Zia's jumper is pure. Her handle is tight. She's built for instant offense off the bench with potential to grow it into a starter. Maybe they are loaded over there. They are loaded. James bring where Citron controls. If Citron is the steady current, James is the lightning bolt. Let's go to number 9. Georgia Moore, Los Angeles Sparks. She joins my girl Cameron Brinkenham, the Aussie sniper. Georgia Moore lands in LA with the reputation as a floor general and a fearless shooter. Joining Rikia Jackson and her range rivals any in any class. She brings international poise plus high volume leadership. The Sparks need shooters. Amore is that more. Amore and Bueckers both see the game 2 steps ahead of pace. But one plays with flash and the other plays with finesse. Go figure. Let's go. Number 10 to my team, Chicago Sky. Sonia or Sanaya Fegan. Fegan was late riser on many boards, but Chicago saw the value at 6'3", with a defensive motor and rebounder instincts. She's a sleeper pick that could blossom into a major contributor. Her upside is real, especially if paired with the guard who knows how to feed the paint. Fegan is rawer than Irfin, but don't bet against her development. She has the tools. Now it's about tuning them. And Fegan joining Angel Reese and Cardoza and all of them, she in good hands. That was the top 10. And the rest of the draft is he gets even more styler. I say styler because these girls are not only pretty, they on top of their design, they flow, their hair, their nails, their jewelry. They're not playing. It's like Hollywood NBA style. Like, it's crazy. Like, they killed it with the fashion. Final word for today. This draft class isn't just deep. It's diverse in style, swagger, and strategy. From Becca's boardroom brilliance to Mara's muscle and Malongo's international elegance, the WNBA is evolving in real time. These women aren't just being drafted. They're reshaping the sport. The future is bright, bold, and brilliant. Built by players. Stay tapped in for post-draft breakdowns, podcast reactions, behind-the-scenes insights right here on Bengals Sports. Hashtag Bengals Sports. We're not just watching history. We're narrating it now. Salute to the bosses. Salute to Paige Bueckers in the top 10 right there. And everybody that got taken in the draft today. Welcome to the NBA. WNBA. This was Bengals Sports. Salute to everybody that came through. Sir Charles always holding it down. Coming through. Yeah, man. Steph Curry composure, man. Yeah. Oh, I gotta take that off. Take that down. So let's do that right now. Let's take that down. And let's switch the picture. Van Lift joins my girl Angel Reese at the 11th pick. You know, that was sweet. Said she's a child of God and she's gonna let God lead her way. So that's gonna be crazy. Salute, Sir Charles. Thank you, man. Salute to everybody that came through. 2.5 hours. Stayed on longer than I wanted to, but I was glad to be back and I was in the flow of things. Think about what I said about the WNBA pressure, the move by the young lady, what rules they can impose, who would that hurt more, All of that, man. I've thought about it all. I've seen the league. I respect business. I understand. But this is for the fan, by the fan. And if their minds wasn't open, their minds are open today. And you guys up there on that level, now y'all minds are open too. Now, what y'all want to do? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get it started. Get the conversation started. I started it. Now it's time for y'all to understand and dare to take it there. Because that will enforce that pressure. But it's coming for every industry, baby. No more control. No more gatekeeping. No more. Let everybody starting to control their own brands, raise their own values, recognize their own worths. And the game is changing on all levels. You better watch your political stratosphere, but we won't go there. This is about sports, sports, sports. These ladies been underpaid for too long. Salute to the swoops in them, the Lobos in them. Yeah. Salute to them. Because these ladies been underpaid for too long. And they did their thing in this game to build this game to where it was at. And it take these young girls to come in with these platforms for y'all to give them respectable pays, competitive pays. Like, come on, bro. And competitive, not just to the men, but just to the industry. Competitive to the industry. How about that? Like, y'all trying to minimum wage them. And then when you get these young, aware little CEOs coming in talking about, I don't know, we might need to strike because I'm getting more for such and such. I can't pay my damn rent, meaning they can't pay for their house with their fucking paycheck for the fucking, with their first year, their annual paycheck from the league. They can't pay their mortgage on their mansion and all of that. But they supposed to be pros. Like, oh, you want them to live in the hood, but then you want them to stay out of trouble. Then you want them to stay off of these type of ads, and you want them to stay off those type of ads. Like, no. But that's a whole nother story, man. We'll get to it. But as long as I expanded y'all minds and we could talk about it, because everything have a consequence, and everybody has worth. I'm your host, Bangusa, and this is Bangusa Sports. First one back, WNBA Draft 2025 is over. Watch we discuss Bueckers Inc.'s Unrivaled the deal on the eve of the WNBA Draft, and the NIL got them going crazy, even in basketball. Bang! Salute to the Unrivaled, Nafisa, Brianna. Really digging y'all. Salute. Bang!
So far, forced by the 49ers defense.
Salute. Welcome to Bangusa Inc. Bang.
So if anyone in your family has
Bang
Medicaid or shit,
coming to you.
check the mail for your renewal.
Live from Bangusa Sports and Banging Aces Live. Welcome to Bangusa Inc.
Everyone's talking about how much guns they got. Everyone's talking about how much they keep it real. And everyone's talking about how many niggas they kill. But I wanna know how everybody's a gangster. Where's the snitches at? Where's the bitches at? Where's the niggas that just can't take the pressure, man? Where's the set trippers